Morning, Fabian. Can I just start by asking you what's the latest regarding team news for the game against Chelsea?
So there's some positive news. Mats Wiefer will be back. De Kuiper will be back. Czech is still out. So overall we have some more options, especially regarding our fullback. So they're good news.
Can I just ask about Brian Gruder? He looked to be limping just slightly when he came off and was substituted against Spurs. Is he okay?
Yeah, he recovered this week, so he had some days off because of his small issue. He got or received a hit, so therefore he needed a lot of treatment. But he trained yesterday, so he will be fine.
And Yankuba Minteh, is he fine? He was just feeling his back slightly or the lower.
The same for him. So he had some days to recover. He trained yesterday, so he will be fine.
Diego Gomez, plenty has been talked about him after his superb display at Barnsley, 4 goals. I suppose it's fair to say he's played his way into selection, or has he?
Yeah, that's a good question. Of course, first of all, we are all happy for him because he deserved it and he looked like a very happy boy. I'm sure that he slept with the ball, so he took the ball home. Everyone signed it, so it was a special moment, special evening for him. And let's see how we will decide tomorrow because, of course, there's a lot of competition regarding this position, and we are happy that he's such in a good place. And let's see if he will start for us.
He gave an interview to a radio station at his native Paraguay where he talked about how he enjoyed playing on the wing when he had his time at Inter Miami because it allowed him to get into the box. You played him like an inverted right winger against Barnsley. Is that perhaps a position that you might use him in the Premier League?
It's definitely an option. So Diego, when you ask him what is your favorite position, like he answers you, I can play everywhere, because he has like this ability that he's good in every position. He's very disciplined against the ball. He has a big danger when he attacks the opponent's box. He has a good shot. He proved it in the last game. So overall, he's a player he can play in several positions. Of course, for us, it's always to figure out where he can be the most effective, and then we have to make the right decision.
You're coming up against a Chelsea team that will include João Pedro. What have you made of his start at Chelsea, and how much do you think Brighton are missing him this season?
Said at the beginning of the week that, of course, João was a special player for us, and it's not easy to replace him 1-to-1, but we did it as a team, and I think therefore we do it quite well. Of course, there's always a process. New players have to step in. New young players with big potential have to step in, and they have to prove themselves every weekend that they are ready for that. But this needs time. That doesn't go from today to tomorrow. So that's the first thing. And second thing, of course, like we said, that João is a special player. He proved it already, and in Chelsea the first games that he played well. He scored goals. He's very good in possession. He's a game changer for them. So we have to defend him as a team. We have to defend him as a unit, and then I'm sure that we are capable of doing that.
You said previously that you can't replace João Pedro in terms of his individual ability, but you can replace him with making sure that everybody steps up and replace him as a team. Do you think you're making progress in that particular area?
Yeah, I see it day by day in the training week and also game by game. So I see that the young players, they step in. I see like a Kruda, that a Diego Gomez, that also the new players, Stefanos, Babis, they are adapting more and more. They seem to be ready more and more, and I'm sure that in the future they will be difference maker for us in the games. Diego proved it now against Barnsley, and now I think it's also for the others to make the next step, to be a game changer for us during the games, and then I'm sure that we will replace him sooner or later.
Cole Palmer was obviously instrumental in the corresponding fixture last season, scoring all 4 of Chelsea's goals in a 4-2 victory. he's likely to be missing the game due to a groin injury. What do you make of Cole Palmer, and how will it help if he's not available for Chelsea for Brighton?
First of all, like we can't influence if he's playing or not, so it's very important to focus on our game, to focus on how we want to play, because in the end we don't know if he will start or not. If he's starting, for sure he's a game changer for them. He has special skill. He's one of the best Premier League players. He has a special left foot. He can decide a game in one action. So it's the same like I just said regarding Joao. It's about defending as a team. It's about defending as a unit. But it's not about only defending. It's also about going there and playing our style of play, going there and finding solutions in possession. Because if you go there and try only to defend, then you won't have a chance. So that's like our approach, and of course we need to prepare for both scenarios. But the key thing is focus on us, focus that we bring our quality on the pitch, and then we have a chance to go there and win the game.
And just one on the start to the season, 5 games played, 5 points. Is that slightly concerning? Are you slightly disappointed that you haven't got more points, and how important is it to try and get more points very quickly?
For sure, we are not happy with the results, but the main thing is not to focus too much on the results. In the end, we all got judged by results. That's something what we know, but it's very important in this business that you stay calm, that you don't overreact, that you stay positive, that you keep working, that you don't try to go every weekend to the game and say, yeah, now we have to win. It's about the process. It's about focusing on the development. It's about focusing on us. It's about having good training sessions, showing the effort we can do every day, and then I'm sure that we get the reward sooner or later. Because when we look at the games, like if we have the momentum on our side, if we have 1 or 2 decisions for us in the game, then we could be easily here with more points. So that's also part of the truth, and that's why I think it's very important to not overreact, to stay calm in the right moments, to focus on the things you can influence. And in some moments you can't influence the result. You can only influence your performance regarding your effort, regarding how you defend as a team, regarding with how much confidence, with how much courage you play. These are things we can influence, and that's what I want to see from my team, that we go into the game and have the belief in ourselves, the trust in each other, that we are capable of beating every team in the league. And we proved it already this season. We proved it in the past. We proved already in the past that we overcome these phases. And in these phases you learn the most. In these phases you even have to stay closer together. And that's what was characters there, where characters are built and personalities are built. And that's why we are trying to overcome this phase with calmness, with positivity, and with focusing on the things we can influence.
Thank you very much.
Hi Fabian. Of the 4 goals Diego scored, what was your favourite?
That's a good question. The third one was unbelievable, I think. So the intensity, how he won the duel, the intensity, how he went after the long ball, that was just impressive. The last one was a good team goal, so was well played. So overall, like, I love every goal, because in every goal there's something positive inside, and that's what we need, and that's what we try to keep doing.
I know you spoke about Danny Welbeck last week, got an assist against Barnsley. Are you finding that might have given him a bit the confidence that he's maybe lacking so far this season?
I think that he did a good game. Of course, he didn't score, but like I said, I don't judge the strikers by scoring goals. I judge the strikers how they work for their team, how they are playable in the phases when we have the ball, and therefore I think that he did a good job. Now it's about him as well to get out of this phase, and he only can step out by working hard, by believing in himself. Of course, he gets the trust from us, the belief from us, the support from us, what he needs. But Danny Welbeck is a very experienced player. He experienced these phases a lot in his career, so we are all very confident that he will step out of this phase, that he will overcome this phase and will come back stronger.
In terms of Carlos Baleba, he's yet to play 90 minutes at club level this season. Last season he was a regular every week. What's changed for him over the past few months, and how are you working with him to get him back to the believer that we saw last season?
I think I said it after the game against Tottenham that we have to be very patient with Carlos. Carlos is a young player who had an unbelievable development in the last season, and a development can't go always like up, so there will be waves in the development, and at the moment he's in one wave, and therefore we need to give him the support, the trust he needs. I saw Carlos Baleva against Barnsley who seemed to be physical more ready, and now it's about us giving him more and more game time, trying to push his limits, trying to use every training session he gets to get physical more ready for the Premier League, and then I'm sure that he will be back on his highest level, on his top level, maybe already on Saturday, tomorrow.
Chelsea haven't been playing their best at Stamford Bridge this season, but they seem to have been getting the results. Is that a bit of a concern ahead of tomorrow?
No, we don't have concerns. So, like I said, the Premier League is so competitive, and it's about small margins, and they had the small margins on their side. Therefore, they had the results. We don't have them, but it can change quickly in football. The only thing is you have to believe in yourself. You need to trust each other. You need to stay positive, focusing on the things that you can influence. That's what I said, and that's what I always try to repeat, because these are the main things. And then we already proved that we are capable of beating everyone in the league, that we can do it as a team, but only as a team, only as a togetherness, only when we push our limits, only if we keep the standards high, only if we're really trying to do the small margins right. And these are things where we have to focus on. And then I'm sure the football business can change quickly, but never overreact. Always stay calm, stay solution orientated, and then I'm sure that we will get the results.
And if Cole Palmer plays or not, are you impressed by the strength they have, that they can just bring another player who's equally as good in?
Yeah, but that's typical for the Premier League and for the top 5 teams. So when you look at the squad, when you look at the money they spend, then it's just impressive, and it's just normal that they have a high individual quality. But like I said, there are only 11 players on the pitch, and it's 11 against 11. And if we have our 11 on the pitch, we are a great football team. We are a team that can hurt any team in the league, and that's what we're trying to do as well tomorrow.
Fabian, we talked about results and performances. How close do you think this team to where you want them to be at this stage in the season?
Yeah, that's a difficult question to answer, because if you say, no, yeah, we are quite close, then everyone says, yeah, okay, why you have only 5 points? So that's the thing in football. I said it before. You get judged by the points, by the results. And it's also part of the job, of my job, to deal with these things. But my thing is to keep these things away from the team, because, like I said, the team, they can't control the results. The team can control their approach, their performance, their effort, how they stick together, how they support each other. These are the things they can influence. And I see a team that works together. I see a team that sticks together. I see every day a team with a lot of energy, with high quality. So therefore, I really enjoy playing and training with them and working with them. And like I said, we can't be happy about the results, about the points we had in the beginning of the season. But if we keep working hard, if we keep trying to play the best way we can, then we are a good football team, and then we will get the rewards.
In terms of the game last season, the guys mentioned it. It was a tough afternoon, wasn't it? What did you take from that experience quite early on in your time at the club?
I remember it quite well. So
I don't think you were in the dugout, were you? Either?
Yeah, it was. In general, it was an experience that was quite helpful for me and the whole team, because I think in moments like this, you reflect the most, you analyze the most. It's also like a little bit my personality. So if you always win and you have a good strike of win, it's quite easy to stay positive. It's easy to analyze games, to be in front of the media, to talk about the team. But when you get like a big defeat, when you make like bad experience, then I think you grow as a person, then you grow as a team, and therefore these moments we used last season to analyze it even stronger, to stick together even stronger, and we proved it last season that these experiences they didn't break us, they made us better. We analyzed it together, we tried to find solutions, and after that I think it was much better than in the game against Chelsea. But these games showed you also that in the Premier League, if you don't take care of the small margins, if you're not defending well as a team, if you do easy, simple mistakes, then you get punished quite quickly, and therefore we had to make a bad experience, and hopefully we can do it better tomorrow.
Just in terms of Chelsea, a lot happened before you arrived, but how aware are you of everything that's happened between the two clubs and this sort of underlying rivalry that maybe has built up over the last few years?
I experienced it now on my own, but I heard a lot in the past. And in the end, it's a football game. In the end, of course, there might be a little bit more emotions in the game because a lot of players from Brighton moved there. So I think not everyone was happy about the moves, but it's football, we have to accept it. The only thing how we can answer on that is like having a good performance and trying to make our supporters happy and proud tomorrow, and give them what they deserve. And they always support us in amazing ways, so it's very important that we try to give them something back tomorrow. We can't promise a win, but what we can promise is that we give everything, that we go there, try to play intense, try to play with courage, and then, like I said, we have a chance to win this game.